Woyecki for his contributions and look forward to honoring him next as he plans to return as a fifth-year senior. Coach Showers says of the 3 seniors on the basketball team that we honor tonight, I decided to speak about this group of seniors collectively instead of individually, mostly because Mark, Zach, and Ricky have always made it about the team. I am thankful for this group at a level that words cannot express. Having endured and persevered through one of the more difficult seasons in recent Wheaton basketball memory a couple of years ago, this group has led this team and our program back to a national level. Our team culture has become a reflection of them. They put others before themselves. They welcome and include each member of our team. They practice every day with immense effort and great joy. They prepare diligently. I can honestly tell you the last 2 years have been among the most enjoyable seasons I have experienced as a head coach. I look forward to practice every single day, and the primary reason is I get to be around men like Mark Champion, Zach Quam, and Ricky Samuelson. They are special young men, and I will always be rooting hard for them wherever the Lord may lead them. Our first senior tonight is Mark Champion, a business and economics major from Suwanee, Georgia. Mark is joined by his parents, Mike and Lindsay Champion. Mark has appeared in 25 games in his Thunder career. In 7 games this season, he has contributed in Wheaton's big road wins at nationally ranked Whitworth and Illinois Wesleyan. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Champion. Next, we have Zach Quam, a business and economics major from Canton, Georgia. He is joined by his parents, Roger and Robin. Zach has appeared in 56 career games, including all 23 games this season, with career bests in scoring and assists. He tallied a career-high 8 points in Wheaton's win at 7th-ranked Whitworth in December and had a career-best 6 assists in Wheaton's victory at number 17-ranked Illinois Wesleyan earlier this month. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Zach Quam. Next, we have Ricky Samuelson, a business and economics major from Northfield, Illinois. Ricky is joined by his parents, Scott and Jane. Ricky has appeared in 89 career games and is 39th on Wheaton's all-time scoring list with 1,054 career points and 176 career three-pointers, ranks him 8th in the team's record books. This year, he leads Division III in three-point field goal percentage and is on pace to set a single-school season record in this category. He has earned the CCIW Player of the Week award. He's been on the D3Hoops.com Team of the Week and was named the Will Landry MVP of the Lee Fund Classic in November. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ricky Samuelson. Finally, we would like to honor our team manager, Brady Sandvig, a senior business and economics major from Bloomington, Minnesota. Brady is joined by his parents, Greg and Ray Lynn Sandvig. Coach Showers says of Brady, after 25 years as a college coach, I can tell you one of the most important roles on any team is that of student manager. A student manager performs essential tasks for the program every single day that as the head coach I would never even think about, but would definitely notice if not completed. Brady is one of the best managers I have ever been around. He is always willing to do whatever is asked of him and performs his daily tasks with consistency and excellence. He is a respected and loved member of our team. In addition, Brady holds both the single season and career pre- and post-practice field goals attempted and made in the history of Wheaton basketball managers. I am certain of it. I am thankful for him and thrilled we can honor him tonight. Let's hear it for our seniors.
Yeah. Siege. Riley. Taz. Yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake or lawyer? Why no water, that designer, baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed, creeping. Know the real monster lives above them all, sleeping. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again, looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come. Yeah, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. I used to think that people die because they wicked. Nowadays people wanna see you dead because you gifted. Been ready for my tomb since I came up out the womb. So no matter what, I'm coming back and paying you a visit. Saw it coming, I predicted, but y'all wouldn't listen. No, you can't protect your riches if you never burn bridges. Flip pages, went places, made changes, still dangerous. Now I'm back, altercation, hold still. I make it painless how it feel, baby. When you say you love me, is it real, baby? Full speed, both hands on the wheel, baby. Young Taz coming from the Mobile, baby. You know the drill, baby. Yeah. And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to King Arena here on campus at Wheaton College. I'm Nate Stein alongside Caleb Springer. You're watching the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network Senior Night and Rivalry Night tonight as we have the Wheaton Thunder facing off with the North Central Cardinals. Both teams already in the conference tournament, just fighting for playoff positioning now.
Yeah, this is a big game. Anytime Wheaton and North Central plays in any sport, there's a lot of fans that come, there's a lot of energy and excitement, and North Central won the first meeting back in January, so Wheaton's looking to get a little revenge.
Yeah, obviously North Central winning in the hangar. Such a tough place to play out there in Naperville. A little bit of weird depth going on behind the basketball, or behind the backboards, rather. But it should be an awesome energy tonight. The Thunder really looking to do what they did against Carthage, get out on offense, run and gun, push the pace, and then on defense, really just stop North Central early on in their sets, force them to play an ISO game down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if I could describe North Central in one word, just solid. They play solid defense. They actually lead the entire country in assist to turnover ratio. So they're really good at running their sets, but Wheaton wants to stay solid for the first part of the shot clock and force them to go one-on-one because they're not as good as that as Wheaton is.
Just a couple moments away from tip-off here in King Arena. We're going to send it back down onto the court for the national anthem and starting lineups. Stick with us here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.
And now, would everyone please rise for the playing of the national anthem by the Confuoco Ensemble from the Community School of the Arts at Wheaton College, directed by Sarah Lindquist.
You might have to go PSA. Yeah, dude. We're talking over the anthem. There's some PSAs on now, like that. You can't go on that. After we open it.
tackle from the Community School of the Arts at Wheaton College. And now the starting lineups. First for the visitors from North Central. At one guard, a 6'3 junior out of Freeport, number 11, Aiden Chang. The other guard, a 6'4 freshman out of Neuqua Valley High School, number 24, Blaze Meredith. At one forward, a 6'5 sophomore out of Romeoville, number 30, Matt Capoletti. The other forward, a 6'6 sophomore out of Plainfield, number 32, Connor Raridan. And at center, a 6'8 senior out of Dunlap, number 44, Alex Sorensen. North Central's coached by Todd Raridan. Wheaton College fans, on your feet, the starting lineup for your Wheaton College Thunder. At one guard, a 6'1 junior out of Tyler, Texas, number 1, Aston Francis. The other guard, a 6'3 senior out of New Trier High School, number 22, Ricky Samuelson. At forward, a 6'5 junior out of Maitland, number 3, Kobe Eichelberger. The other forward, a 6'4 junior out of Medina, number 34, Luke Peters. And at center, a 6'8 sophomore out of Chicago, number 25, Anajawan Spencer. Wheaton College is coached by Mike Schauer, who's assisted by JP, John Panner, and Shantae Gibbs.
And we are just moments away from tip-off here at King Arena. Energy through the roof as we get underway. And you can see some references to the football game that happened earlier between these two teams, where the little brass bell is up for grabs. Wheaton did come out on top. There's a shirt with the bell hanging over. There's some signs referencing the score. It's going to get wild in here.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be a fun matchup. Whenever these two teams play, as I said pregame, there's a lot of energy. Both teams want to win so bad. They're just so close geography-wise. Francis starting it off as he always does. Typical step back. 2-0 Wheaton.
And that's a spectacular start for the Thunder. When Aston Francis is hitting that shot right away, you're in for a treat. Cardinals swinging it around, gets out to Meredith, straightaway 3, rebound Peters. Peters trying to push the pace, exactly what the Thunder are going to want to do in this game early on. Francis working into the lane. Peters in the corner, drives baseline, and there will be a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Meredith.
Yeah, last couple games, North Central has struggled. Erwin Henry, one of their best players, is out with an injury that happened 4 games ago. And since then, they've lost 2 games in a row. In the third game, they only beat North Park by 1. And Wheaton, on the other hand, is trending the other way. They've won 4 in a row.
And the Thunder still in play to host the conference tournament as Francis, a deep 3, halfway down, rims out, rebound Samuelson. Peters kicks it back to Samuelson, gets a good look at a 3. Spencer battling for the rebound there, but over the back of Sorensen. That's going to be a foul against Spencer, Cardinal ball.
Something to really watch for. Alex Sorensen, number 44 for North Central, is averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds a game. The 6'8 senior is a lot to handle down there. They're going to need to help Jay a lot.
And there you see Sorensen trying to back Spencer down. Cardinals forced to kick it out. Swing things through. Capoletti drives, mid-range jumper. He gets it to go.
They're also very methodical on offense. They run their sets, they screen, they make the right pass most of the time. So you have to be really patient on defense.
Eichelberger guarded by Raritan, working down low, up and under. What a finish.
Eichelberger will always end up going right, and he's so good at it, and everyone knows he's going to do it. Doesn't matter.
Chang, corner three. Too strong, rebound Spencer. Samuelson loses the handle. Now it's going to be Raritan going the other way. Gives it to Chang, down low, and that's Sorensen getting past Spencer.
That's just a great example how Sorensen does such a good job of using his body, shielding off defenders, and a good feed pass there by the guard.
Chang in transition. Kicked it out. Sorensen showing some range, and he hits. North Central up 3, 2.5 into this one, 7-4 your score, and it's been the Sorensen show. Peters guarded by Meredith. Francis, a deep three, trying to match, long rebound, handled by Meredith.
2 in and out threes so far for Francis. Those will fall eventually.
Raritan swings it back to Capoletti. Chang. Inside for Sorensen. He rises up, can't finish the bunny. Ball loose still, ends up with Eichelberger.
Yeah, Francis was there on the help, but even now it's a little late. They got fortunate that he missed a bunny.
Samuelson, step back, long two. He shorts that one, rebound Chang. He's trying to push a little bit. Chang, back to Meredith. Inside, Sorensen, and a nice spin and a good finish over the top. And you can see already Jay Spencer visibly frustrated on the defensive end.
Yeah, Sorensen, he's one of those names on the whiteboard in the scouting report. He's circle in red, and early on he has 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting. They're going to need to find a better way of guarding him down low if they want to win this game.
Francis finds Samuelson down low. Sorensen swats that away. Raritan, guarded by Eichelberger. Meredith in the corner. Meredith, shot fake, swings it up top to Chang. Raritan spinning and hitting. And Coach Schauer's going to take an early timeout. On the back end of this timeout, Spencer Peterson and Zach Quamla enter the game, and Spencer Peterson, a little bit of a bigger body, possibly the solution to guarding Sorensen down low.
Yeah, and also you just need to be more focused on the help side. Help has been there, but it's been so late that it's after Sorensen catches the ball. You want help to be there to have the guard really think twice about even throwing that pass in the first place. And so they've been a little slow defensively, rotation-wise, and on offense. I know they want to be Ferrari-style offense. They want to run and shoot. But I think they can work a little bit better to get better shots, try to get some shots at the rim. But early on, this is going to be a game of runs. North Central made an early run. I expect Wheaton to make a run, and it'll go back and forth.
Yeah, North Central in the midst of a 9-point run right now. They traded buckets to start things off. And that's going to happen. Exactly like you said, that's the style that both these teams play. Each can get hot in a flash, and each can also go ice cold. We've seen it down the stretch a few games.
Yeah, absolutely. Essentially, you just want to hang around and be the team that makes the run at the end of the game. Last time these two teams met, they were tied with 5 minutes left. North Central went on an 11-1 run, I believe. So, at home, they hope it's the other way. They call a foul here on Spencer Peterson. If you're going to put your hands up, I guess you kind of just got to run down the court, but that's kind of a silly foul.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see. We can't have Peterson in foul trouble early on in this game. He's one of the big bodies that's really going to need to step up if Alex Sorensen is not going to score 50 points.
Connor Raritan, second jumper of the game. He has 4.
Peters gets it to Eichelberger. Working on Raritan, and that's classic Kobe Eichelberger. Jab left, drive right. Nice finish at the rim.
It's amazing because it's no secret now around the league that he really only goes right when he drives, and yet he's still able to get there every time. It's a tribute to his athleticism and his quickness.
Chang swings it down into the corner for Capoletti. Now Raritan, and a foul away from the ball. That's going to go against Sorensen.
Yeah, now with Sorensen getting his first foul, I wouldn't be surprised if Whedon tried to really attack the basket, maybe force him to get a second foul, because this North Central team is just nowhere near the same team if he's off the court.
Quam guarded by Meredith, trying to push the pace right away. Francis guarded by Chang. Right wing all the way to the rim. Lefty finish, can't go. Rebound Raritan. Good help from Eichelberger. Sorensen kicks it back out to Chang. And you see Spencer Peterson really physical down low, trying to front Sorensen, trusting that his help's going to come and defend. Raritan drives right, kicks into the corner. Meredith all alone. Good recovery by Peterson, but Meredith able to spin that one home.
A little bit of an over-rotation there by Whedon. Two guys came flying into the help, leaving Meredith wide open on the corner.
Francis crosses over to Chang. Tries to kick it out to Eichelberger. Kick ball. He'll stay with the Thunder.
I think I can also attribute this a little bit. When there's a huge game and there's a ton of fans in the crowd, you can get a little angsty. It takes a little bit to get into the game. But once Whedon gets settled down, I firmly believe this will be a close game.
Peters going to be the one to inbound it into Gunter. Now Samuelson drives right, up and under. Can't get it to go. Ball still loose, tipped around. Peterson comes down with it. So a fresh 30 for the Thunder. Inside 14 to play in the first half.
Yeah, Samuelson's been a little off. He's 0-4 now from the field, but a good play there to follow the shot and get a tip out.
Francis pumps, drives in, gets it to Gunter. And how about Trevor Gunter finishing through Sorensen?
Gunter had one of his better games of the season last time these two teams played. I think he had 11 points. See if he can continue that effort.
Chang in the corner, guarded by Peterson. Swings it through. And a corner three, no good from Capoletti. Offensive rebound. Oh my! Spencer Peterson just threw that off the backboard, and Coach Shower's fired up.
Yeah, Coach Shower very excited.
And now Samuelson at the other end. That's about as much emotion as we've seen out of Mike Shower all season long.
I just like...
And now Samuelson gets the steal. Active hands in the passing lane, goes up, fast break bucket. Here come the Thunder, Caleb. We talked about the game of runs. And now Wheaton on a 6-point run of their own. And that'll force Coach Raritan to call a timeout.
Yeah, you can just feel the energy in this building. You can just tell by off of all the reactions to every play how much both the teams want to win. Even though, I mean, Wheaton's still competing for a chance to win the CCIW regular season title, but for North Central, they're more of locked in at the 4 spot for the tournament. But both teams really want this. Ricky Samuelson, senior night, he wants to play well. A nice steal there. That's one of the earliest things you learn as a Wheaton basketball player is getting in passing lanes, getting steals. And here we are, last game at King Arena, he's doing the same thing.
And here's another look at that Spencer Peterson block. That is just a crime right there. That is so aggressive. I love it.
Yeah, then he follows it up with a nice pass. Ricky Samuelson, just so crafty on his cuts. He gets so many backdoor layups. Something we just become accustomed to seeing the last 4 years.
And just like that, Thunder within 3. Sorensen working up high, guarded by Gunter. Handoff to Raritan. Raritan drives left on Samuelson. Step back, goes up. Gunter gets a piece of it, but Raritan will earn himself a trip to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, that's just a nice little set. You see here, they designed the play. They had 3 North Central players on the right side of the court. They allowed Raritan to drive to his left. And a good patience. He didn't go up right away. He pump faked and he got fouled.
The first one on the way from Raritan. And going back to the CCIW tournament, as of right now, Illinois Wesleyan's the 1 seed. They have a 1-game lead on both Wheaton and Augustana. So Wheaton doesn't entirely have their fate in their own hands, but if they can win out, and if Illinois Wesleyan loses one of its final 2 games, the tournament will be right here in King Arena. Peters guarded by Pollock. Samuelson gets it to Francis. Francis thought about a deep 3, drives in, floater, back iron. Raritan battling for the rebound but can't control it. That'll stay with the Thunder.
And one of the biggest things I was going to look for this game is what the rebounding margin was going to be, because North Central is one of the best rebounding teams in the country. They're actually the best in the CCIW. And Wheaton has always really struggled in the rebounding column. But early on here, Wheaton's winning the rebounding battle 7-6. So a good job of the Thunder early on of attacking the glass.
Yeah, North Central out rebounding opponents by 7+ on the season. Thunder just a plus +0.5. So if they can get that to swing their way, I think that's going to reflect a lot on the scoreboard. Peters battling down low against Pollock, gets inside to Gunter, and Gunter rises and finishes over the top of the bigger Sorensen.
That's twice now Gunter's been able to finish over a big.
Chang thought about a straightaway 3, good closeout by Francis. Swings it left side for Raritan. Great help defense by Gunter affecting that shot, rebound Eichelberger. And that's going to be another foul against Sorensen, his second early on. Just 8.5 minutes into this one. And now we'll see Sorensen head to the bench. It'll be Jack Bronick, the 6'7" junior, coming out.
Yeah, what a big play that was. Sorensen with 2 fouls. It looks like his arm got kind of caught in Kobe Eichelberger's. Unfortunately, the refs deemed it as foul on Sorensen.
Quam up top to Gunter. Dish to Eichelberger. Quam into the lane. Fancy pass trying to get it to Gunter. Last touch to the Cardinals. It will be Thunder ball, but just 7 seconds on the shot clock.
7 seconds here. Aston Francis on the bench. See if they can set some kind of screen for Ricky or to get Kobe Eichelberger in a one-on-one situation.
Peters and Gunter set up on the left side. Gunter flashes, and Bronick tosses that one out of bounds. No time off the clock, however, and it'll stay with the Thunder. Peters looking for somewhere to go with it. Up high, forced to put it to Quam. 5 seconds, Quam driving in. Floater, no good. Rebound Capoletti. And now a foul after the rebound will go against the Thunder. That's on Gunter.
Good job of Quam just attacking the basket. Couldn't quite finish.
That's just a little bit of an unlucky call against Gunter. His momentum going for that rebound just carried him into the body of Capoletti. Capoletti lost his balance, foul out of bounds. Gunter's first.
A game we'll keep you guys updated on. Illinois Wesleyan's playing Carthage tonight. Illinois Wesleyan early on is up 13-10.
Koth gets it, puts it up top for Bronick. Now Raritan, Capoletti in the corner. Capoletti drives baseline.
Ooh, I thought
Quam takes some contact, and they're going to be ruling that a block against the senior.
it was a great help. Let's see if he gets set here on the replay.
You know what I think it is? I think he's in, if you extended the restricted area, his heels would be in there. So Quam did get there, did get set. Just not the best positioning. Up high is Koth. Now Raritan. Good hedge from Spencer. Raritan spinning it up high. 5 on the shot clock for Meredith. Bronick, 2 seconds. Bronick tries to fade away, hits it, but called for a travel before he gets the shot off. Thunder catching a break.
A good job there. It's so nice for the Thunder defense not having Sorensen in the game, not having that guy you can throw to at the end of the shot clock and make a play on the post.
Francis, 3 with the hand in his face. And there was a foul away from the ball during the shot. That's going to go against Bronick. Keep an eye on him down low, battling with Jay Spencer. Just a little bit too much of the body trying to force Spencer off his spot, so that ball stays with the Thunder. And just a quick note on what you're seeing on the screen, those are not the correct records for Wheaton and North Central. North Central is 16-7, 9-5 in the CCIW. Wheaton 17-6, 10-4 in the CCIW. So keep that in mind when we do talk about the playoff positioning. There's not a 3-11 CCIW record team in the CCIW tournament this year, I promise.
Yeah, I believe those are actually the women's records.
Yeah, that does look right for the women's records. Raritan gets picked off by Francis. Francis behind the back, slick to Eichelberger. And a huge foul on Eichelberger as he goes up. And it looks like the referees are going to conference. This might get upgraded to a flagrant. We'll have to see a replay. Yeah, that should just be a normal foul. It looked worse than it ended up being. Good defensive effort, definitely going for the ball there.
Yeah, end of the regular season CCIW rivalry matchup. That's just a normal foul in my book.
Eichelberger knocks down the first of his free throws.
And it was, if we remember last game against Carthage, it was like 3 straight kind of pick-6 steals on the defensive end that led to layups that got the Thunder going. We'll see if those kind of plays happen more frequently. This team, Wheaton really loves to run, and one of the ways you do that is defensively, getting steals, getting stops, and scoring off of those.
Raritan swings it around to Meredith. Good hedge by Spencer, forcing Meredith to reroute. Bronick all alone down low. Jay Spencer gets a piece of it, tosses off the backboard. Francis now working on Chang. Spins. Kicks it through. Quam all alone in the corner. Got it. Thunder up 4.
Zach Quam, the senior, knocks down the 3. Beautiful play by Aston Francis.
And assistant coach for the Thunder, John Panner, loves it, trying to infuse a little bit more energy in this King Arena crowd as if they need it at this point.
I really like how Aston realized when he spun back that 2 guys were on him. He was able to quickly scan the court and find the open Quam in the corner. That's just another sign of maturity for Aston Francis, not hucking up some crazy shot, but rather finding the open man. He's a very capable passer.
There we get another look at Jay Spencer's block on Jack Bronick, and there you see incredible vision. Quam moving to the spot as the ball's in the air. Francis leading him perfectly like a quarterback and a receiver. I think we've made a Tom Brady, Julian Edelman comparison with those two before. It fits.
Yeah, and Zach Quam, a huge Patriots fan, really loved it when we compared him to Edelman. And I think it fits. I mean, he's
least we can do for him on senior night as well. The Thunder out of the timeout pretty quick. North Central still talking things over as the Thunder have taken a 4-point lead here as a part of a 9-point run and 15-2 overall in the past few minutes.
Yeah, both these teams are very good in terms of field goal percentage. They're 1 and 2 in the CCIW in terms of the best field goal percentages. And early on, they do not disappoint. North Central shooting around 54%, and Wheaton shooting 45%.
Capoletti shot fake, drives in, fade away. That one rattles home. Quam kicks it up to Samuelson. Samuelson in the corner, gets it to Francis. Chang with a hand up. And look how far out Francis is being guarded as he drives in. Can't get the floater to go. And the loose ball, last touch will be off the Thunder And we'll see Peters and Peterson back into the game.
Francis just 1 of 7, 2 points. Good job in North Central containing him so far, but so many of his shots have gone in and out. You got to think eventually he's going to get hot. Just at what point, really?
Chang, a corner three. Francis got a hand up, but Chang able to hit that and put the Cardinals back up by 1. Peters, dribble handoff to Samuelson. Now Eichelberger going to pull up for a deep 3. That one halfway down, rattles home. Peterson went down hard. There's a whistle. That's going to go against the Thunder.
Let's see on the replay.
Peterson and Raritan battling for position. Yeah, I think that's actually the right call. Peterson followed through a little bit with that right arm, got Raritan to the floor.
It's also a case where I think Peterson just has a lot of weight on Raritan. He's just able to...
Yeah, Peterson's a big body. You look at their measurables. Spencer Peterson at 6'5", 230. Connor Raritan, 6'6", just 210 though. Gunter guarding Capoletti out on the wing. Chang. Looking inside for Raritan, now guarded by Samuelson. Raritan goes baseline spin, step back. No shot, that's going to be a travel.
Tight battle here, 21-22. Wheaton leads.
Francis, one dribble, tries to dish it down. That one almost got tipped up into the hoop. Gunter battling for the loose ball. Ends up with Pollock. Now a handoff to Pollock. He's going to step into a 3. That one off target to the left. Rebound Francis.
Pollock a good shooter, but that was way off.
Francis working in the lane. Tries to find Gunter. Not the best pass, but Gunter able to track it down. Eichelberger pump fakes a few times, now drives into the lane, and he'll draw the foul from Pollock and go to the line.
Eichelberger's been active, 6 points. He's 2 of 2 at the line so far. Good job of powering through the contact and drawing the foul.
First one from Eichelberger off the front iron. Koth back in the game. Eichelberger's second rattles home. So we're all knotted up 22 here in King Arena. Just about 7 minutes to play in the first half. Chang directing traffic as he backpedals and resets. Into Raritan. Hand off to Capoletti. Capoletti, deep fadeaway. No good. Offensive rebound. Koth can't get the follow to go. Rebound Francis. Francis gets it over to Peters. Back to Francis. Step back 3 from the corner, and there's Aston Francis. His first make since the opening possession of this game.
We've seen that literally hundreds of times now. I think he has, how many threes does he have now? Like 1 or 200?
In his Wheaton career, yeah, he's got a couple hundred in his Wheaton career. He holds the single season record for made 3-pointers, which he initially set last season and then reset this year, I want to say 3 or 4 games ago. So it's all just gravy at this point.
And that's just kind of, I bet the vast majority of his threes look just like that. It's not really like a spot up, someone passes him the ball. It's him taking a step back.
With a hand in his face. Sometimes 3 hands in his face. Raritan working on the far side. Drives baseline, spins back. Good job by Peters, forcing a tough fadeaway. Loose ball, slapped out of bounds by the Cardinals. It will be the Thunder ball, and the Thunder, Caleb, we talked about the rebounding margin and how big that would be to the game. The Thunder still leading by a 3-rebound margin, and how about 4-1 on the offensive glass? Just doing a spectacular job of getting second chance points.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done a great job of rebounding. That's why I think they have this 3-point lead early on. Also, I want to point out that Luke Peters done a good job on Raritan the last couple possessions. He's really neutralized his ability to score in the post.
Spencer kicks it back out to Peters. They'll reset with 15 on the shot clock. Francis running off a screen, step back three. That one just short. Chased down by Samuelson. The Thunder get a fresh 30.
Samuelson a couple of times has gotten offensive rebounds. The shot has been falling early, but he's active on the offensive glass.
Peters can't get the drive to go. Rebound Raridan. He'll take it himself. Pushes the pace to Meredith. Meredith tried his Euro step, and he'll have a chance for an and one.
Let's see here on the replay. It looks like it was the right call.
Yeah, Spencer just stepping ever so slightly to his right. But good job by Meredith seeking out the contact, knowing that the offensive player is going to get the benefit of the doubt just about every time in that situation.
Yeah, Meredith, the freshman, 6'4". He's got a lot of length. He's averaging around 5.8 points per game, shooting 36% from three. He's certainly someone in the next three years, I'm sure he'll only grow as a player, and he'll be probably all CCIW level player by the time he's a senior.
I mean, already in the starting five for one of the top teams in one of the top conferences in the country. Kid's a player. Good recovery on the defense there from Meredith. Just got a little bit too much of Samuelson. We'll get another look at it on the follow-through. Got him on the shoulder. So that'll send Samuelson to the line to shoot a couple. First one from Samuelson is good.
Samuelson is just a knockdown free throw shooter. He's a knockdown shooter in general. He's towards the top in the country in field goal percentage, three-point field goal percentage, and free throw shooting percentage. He shoots 90% from the free throw line. I avoided saying that until after we made the second one.
Yeah, I was waiting to throw it in there. That's good. We're learning finally that we will curse everybody.
Yeah, this is our senior night too. And
Yeah, it is.
The last game we learned not to share free throw percentages before he shoots the free throws.
Better late than never, right? Oh, that's Chang knocking down the corner three with a hand in his face. And that could be an interesting matchup to watch down the stretch if Chang and Francis both start going, as we see Francis trying to go right back at him, and once again, just a little short. Chang's going to drive in, rise up, good finish through some contact.
Yeah.
The Cardinals back on top by 3, 4.5 to play in the first half here at King Arena.
Acrobatic play by Chang. Good job of hanging in the air, avoiding the shot blocker, and finishing.
Eichelberger loses the handle on his way to the rim, no whistle.
Looked
Now,
like a foul.
North Central pushing the pace. Kick back to Koth. Pollock drives left, tries to get it to Capoletti. Gunter picks the pocket. Peters trying to go coast to coast, and one, Luke Peters.
Nice Euro step to the left hand. And one for Peters. Looking like his older brother there. Beautiful play at the rim.
Got to be some magic in that number 34 in blue and orange. So Peters with a chance to tie things up from the free throw line. And that one rattles out. Senior Mark Champion is in the game now. Good to see him getting some significant minutes. He'll be matched up with Will Clausel. That's something to keep an eye on. Capoletti looking for somewhere to go.
And a double foul on Raridan and
How about
Peters.
that? That is not something you see every day. You'll see double technicals in a bunch of situations. Ooh, just a takedown there.
I feel like I get the double foul, but I feel like someone really fouled the other person.
Oh, 100%. There's no way they both pulled each other down at the exact same time. Somebody obviously initiated that, at least the final takedown. I guarantee there was hand fighting both ways, but if you're going to wait for it to get bad enough where you're forced to call a double foul, you probably didn't make the whistle early enough.
And even though both teams are in the bonus, obviously, given the double foul, there's no free throw shot.
So it will be Cardinal ball down low. They got 15 seconds on the shot clock to do something with. Koth trying to drive in, kicks it to Capoletti in the corner. Capoletti drives off the glass and one opportunity.
Capoletti has been active. He has 8 points.
And that's just great body control, fighting through the contact, floating a little bit, and then be able to spin it home. And Capoletti able to complete the three-point play. Cardinals up 4.
It's packed here at King Arena. I'm not sure how well you can see on the TV.
Mark Champion, airmail is a 3, a little strong on that one, but it will stay Thunder ball. Capoletti unable to control the rebound. Now we'll see Gunter come back in. Inbound to Peters. Francis running off some screens. Kicks it out to Eichelberger. Peters directing traffic. Gets it into Francis. 5 on the shot clock. Peters going to have to pull up for 3. And that one short. Shot clock violation. Ball back to North Central.
Yeah, a couple tough shots there. Mark Champion's a good shooter, but it's tough when you don't really shoot all season and then come into a rivalry game to make a shot. And then Luke Peters, I mean, he had to shoot, but that's not really the shot you're looking for if you're the Thunder.
Chang swings it around to Clausel. Now Koth looking inside for Raritan. Good help defense by Gunter, able to poke that one away, but couldn't save it back in bounds. Still Cardinal ball. Cardinals go around the horn, ends up with Clausel up top. Capoletti in the corner. Deep 2, that one short. Rebound. That was Raritan able to finish the follow-up.
Raritan now with 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, so he's been filling it up so far.
Francis working on Chang, mid-range J. That one off the back iron, rebound Capoletti.
Francis just 2 of 11 now. He struggled in this first half.
Chang working on the right wing, splits the defense, steps back, gets it. And now we'll see a timeout from Coach Schauer as the Thunder are down 8 with just 1:51 left to play in the first half.
And North Central, they're shooting 55% from the field.
Thunder just 35%
from 3. They've just been methodical on offense. I think I used that word either pregame or beginning game, but that's just who they are. You know, they don't take bad shots very often. They're just pretty solid on the glass, and they've just been tearing apart this Wheaton defense so far.
And since North Central is on a 12-2 run right now, in that run, they have regained the lead in rebounding margin, now up 17-15 in that. But one thing, if you want to take a positive away from this, as a Thunder fan, Aston Francis is 2 of 11. The team is shooting 35% from the field. You're still right in this one. It's an 8-point game, but we've seen the Thunder score 8 points in what feels like 8 seconds. So this is not by any means an insurmountable deficit.
No.
Not even close.
And Wheaton, I mean, they could still score 80 points this game, just the way, you know, they play. They can get hot easily. And I fully expect them to get hot offensively. It's just whether, you know, North Central's able to continue just their offense they've been playing.
Peters guarded by Clausel. Kicks it to Eichelberger. Chang in Francis' pocket as he runs off a couple screens. Francis gets some breathing room, fires up a 3. That one short, follows his shot. Almost gets it away from Koth, but it'll be Chang pushing the other direction. And a whistle away from the ball. That's going to go against the Thunder. In the bonus, that will be a 1-and-1 for the Cardinals.
I believe that was a 10, so I think there'll be
2 shots now.
shots,
Yeah, good catch, Caleb.
Thanks, man. Tommy Koth on the season is shooting 62% from the line, but he's only 5 of 8.
A small sample size there. As the first one, no good.
This next minute, 25 seconds, I'm a firm believer in how you finish halves is important. I think this is really important. Whether Weed makes a little run to cut it and have the momentum going into the locker room, or if North Central can extend their lead to double digits.
Peters looking for somewhere to go, got himself into a little bit of a hole, but Samuelson came back to it. Eichelberger driving into the lane, splits the entirety of the Cardinal defense, but can't finish. Rebound Chang.
I think he got fouled. Coach Schauer did too. A lot of contact there on his drive.
Koth working on Peters. And another three-point opportunity for the Cardinals. That's Tommy Koth, a junior who just averaged 1.4 points per game to this point in the season. And he's already got 3 with a chance to add a couple more.
Yeah, and I saw in the replay there, Peters got caught looking at what was happening, not really expecting Koth to go to the basket, because that's not really what the scouting report on Koth is, but good job of Koth of recognizing that and finishing strong, and now here we are, 12-point lead for North Central.
Eichelberger on the left wing, up high for Quam. Gunter. Peters working on Clausel, spins through the lane. Yeah, that's a travel.
A great help side there. Just to stay straight up, not reach. You see here, he spun right into.
Yeah, and that, once again, Connor Raridan just doing everything tonight for the Cardinals. 8 points as the second leading scorer, 6 rebounds, pacing North Central, 4 assists, which is also tops on the team. He's doing it all.
Yeah, I mean, this team really runs through him. Sorensen is leading scorer, and another thing to note, he's been out most of this half, and North Central's been able to build this lead without him.
Good challenge by Quam. Now the Thunder have a chance to get a shot off. Gets it ahead. And that will do it through the first 20. North Central off to a hot start, leading 41-29. We're going to take a quick break for halftime. Stick with us here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.
We believe in one sovereign God, eternally existing in 3 persons, the everlasting Father, His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord, and the Holy Spirit, the giver of life.
And we believe that God created the heavens and the earth out of nothing by His spoken word and for His own glory.
We believe that God has revealed Himself and His truth in the created order, in the Scriptures, and supremely in Jesus Christ.
We believe that the Scriptures of the Old and New Testaments are verbally inspired by God and inerrant in the original writing, so that they are fully trustworthy and of supreme and final authority in all they say.
We believe that Jesus Christ was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of the Virgin Mary, was true God and true man, existing in one person and without sin.
We believe in the resurrection of the crucified body of our Lord, his ascension into heaven, and his present life there for us as Lord, High Priest, and Advocate.
We believe that God directly created Adam and Eve, the historical parents of the entire human race. And they were created in his own image, distinct from all other living creatures, and in a state of original righteousness.
We believe that our first parents sinned by rebelling against God's revealed will, and thereby incurred physical and spiritual death. And as a result, all human beings are born with a sinful nature that leads them to sin in word, thought, and deed.
We believe in the existence of Satan, sin, and evil powers, and that these have been defeated by God in the cross of Christ.
We believe that the Lord Jesus Christ died for our sins, according to the Scriptures, as a representative and substitutionary sacrifice, triumphing over all evil, and that all who believe in him are justified by his shed blood and forgiven of all their sins.
We believe that all who receive the Lord Jesus Christ by faith are born again of the Holy Spirit, and thereby become children of God, and are enabled to offer spiritual worship acceptable to God.
We believe that the Holy Spirit indwells and gives life to believers, enables them to understand the Scriptures, empowers them for godly living, and equips them for service and witness.
We believe that the one holy universal church is the body of Christ and is composed of Christ's people.
The task of Christ's people in this world is to be God's redeemed people, embodying his love by worshiping God with confession, prayer, and praise, by proclaiming the gospel of God's redemptive love through our Lord Jesus Christ to the ends of the earth by word and deed, by caring for all God's creation, by actively seeking the good of everyone, especially the poor and the needy.
We believe in the blessed hope that Jesus Christ will soon return to this earth, personally, visibly, and unexpectedly, in power and great glory, to gather his elect, to raise the dead, to judge the nations, and to bring his kingdom to fulfillment.
We believe in the bodily resurrection of the just and the unjust, the everlasting punishment of the lost, and the everlasting blessedness of the saved.
And the sun was shining as well as it could on the shadowy river, a good part of the shine being caught in the trees. Since about this time last year, painting the Fox River, starting up in West Dundee in the north, we're going to cover all the way down to Ottawa. I hope that it happens at least with one painting I make out of these 60 that, when you look at it, it just leads you. It's heuristic. It wants you to go. It wants you to encounter. I sometimes think of it as the kind of homesickness, where you feel like your identity is out there somewhere else. You're here, but you have this pull, to be somewhere, and it's an ache. In fact, in Gilead, John Ames at some point talks about this town, Gilead, and he says, this town has been wearied a little and then wearied a little more, and yet he says hope is still there. And I mean, that is the thing. Hope isn't the accomplishment. This whole idea of, when is hope important? It's hope that it's important when it's dark, when you can't see. That's when it manifests itself as a possibility. So these paintings aren't about a sort of glorious resolution, but I hope they are something that makes one feel a glimmer of hope for possibilities.
Hi, I'm Nate Brown. College will be one of the most transformational experiences in your life. My education in the context of a Christian community helps shape the way I live and engage the world around me. I love that Wheaton relates Christian liberal arts to the needs of contemporary society. The classes are designed to combine faith and learning, giving you a biblical perspective that's accessible and applicable. Wheaton students are challenged to answer questions like, what does it mean to live as a Christian doctor, engineer, or business professional? Being in an environment with other students and faculty who are passionate about their faith and serious about their education will help you to know who you are in Christ and prepare you to go wherever He leads you. I look forward to helping you find your way to Wheaton. Talk to you soon.
Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new. Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new. I feel
And we are back here at King Arena once again. I'm Nate Stein alongside Caleb Springer. You're watching the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. An ice-cold offensive first half from the Thunder has brought us to this point. The Cardinals leading 41-29 with 20 minutes left to go in this one. As we mentioned, a lot on the line for the Thunder, not so much for the Cardinals. The Cardinals pretty much locked in to where they're going to be for the CCIW tournament. But if the Thunder can get a win here tonight and get a win up in Waukesha on Tuesday, paired with an Illinois Wesleyan loss in one of their last two games, then the Thunder will be hosting the CCIW tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is big for both teams, as we said. I think North Central can get a 3 over us, but they can't win the conference like we can. So this is a big game because, I mean, there's still a good chance that North Central still plays at IWU, and if they can win at IWU, and then who knows, maybe you could tie for the conference championship. And looking at the stat sheet from the first half real quick, a couple things that just kind of just jump out at you is that Aston Francis, of course, 2 of 12 on the half.
I see you got that circled in bold.
Yeah, 2 of 12 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3. A big reason why they're down is because Aston hasn't been scoring. And also just the efficiency of North Central's offense, 55% from the field. And it's all gone through Connor Reardon, who has 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in the first half. That's almost on par for a triple-double.
The Cardinals start with the ball. This is Chang bringing it up into the corner for Capoletti. Swing pass over to Meredith. There's going to be a whistle on the entry pass to Sorensen. Jay Spencer is going to pick up his third foul, and just like that, Spencer Peterson's going to come over and check into the game.
Yeah, the problem with just giving up so much weight is that you have to grab and you have to really push around to just hold your ground, and Jay Spencer is a little bit too small to hang with Sorensen without fouling right now.
Meredith on the right wing. Capoletti working inside. Sorensen, nice spin to finish off the glass.
A great pass there. Help side almost got the steal, but good job of Sorensen grabbing it and finishing on the other side.
And now an offensive foul away from the ball. Waiting to see who it's on. That's going to go against Aston Francis. And Francis incredulous as he makes his way down the floor. Sorensen up top, swings it around to Raridan, and Raridan can't get the mid-range jumper to go. And there's going to be a foul against Sorensen, and that's his third.
See on the replay here, it looks like
you see the hook, the left arm of Sorensen is down trying to hook Spencer Peterson's arm down, but Peterson, it looks like it's pretty clearly shoving. And if you look right behind Kobe Eichelberger on that inbound pass, the Little Brass Bell is officially in attendance in the front row of the Wheaton student section. Eichelberger thought about a 3. Skip pass to Peters in the near side corner. Peters gets it into Francis. Francis throws up a behind the head shot, but draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
And that's another thing I circled on Francis' stat line for the first half. He's 0 for 0 from the free throw line. He's made the most amount of free throws in the CCIW this season. And a way for a scorer to get going is get to the foul line, see the ball go through the hoop, and then you can start knocking down shots, build your confidence a little bit. So a good sign early, a minute into this half, that Francis found his way to the charity stripe.
And Francis knocks down the second. Chang looking for Sorensen. Hand off to Raridan. Good help by Peterson. Raridan with 10 on the clock. Gets it inside to Sorensen. And all alone is Capoletti. Got lost in the rotation on the help side.
Yeah, the initial help side was good, causing Sorensen to pick up the ball, but it's that second rotation. The guy needs to drop and get that steal.
Francis working on Chang. Dishes it to Eichelberger. Now Peterson going to take a look at a deep one. Rims out, rebound Meredith. Capoletti in the corner, inside for Sorensen. Chang all alone, wide open three, can't get it to go, rebound Eichelberger.
Yeah, Chang was 2 of 3 before that shot. Wheaton fortunate he didn't knock it down.
Eichelberger, dribble handoff to Francis. Francis takes a deep three. That one rims out, rebound Meredith.
Just continue to rim out for Francis. Now just 1 of 8 from 3.
Now Meredith driving in. Can't get the shot off the glass to go. Rebound Eichelberger, loose for a second, but he calms down. Luke Peters directing traffic from just outside the logo. Francis running off some screens. Back to Peters. Peters drives in. And it will be no shot, foul on the floor, but that's a block on the freshman Blaze Meredith.
Yeah, awfully close. Classic charge block call. Let's see here if he was still moving.
That's one of those borderline up to the referee calls. Really and truly could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Quick inbound to Gunter. Peters swings it to Francis. Chang doing a great job defending Francis off all those screens, running right in his pocket. Samuelson, three with the hand in his face. That one rims out, rebound Sorensen.
Wheaton now just 2 of 15, from 3. That's such a huge part of their offensive attack.
And that was Raridan, almost got a chance for a three-point play. Got Peters in the air, used that contact, but instead he'll shoot a couple.
Good job getting Peters in the air, then going straight up through the contact. Raridan's coach's son. He just knows the fundamentals.
First one from Raridan is good. It'll be Zach Quam entering the game as Peters will get a break. Peters, that was his 3rd foul that sent Raridan to the line. Quam now with the ball handling duties for the Thunder. Gets it to Francis. Francis steps back for a 3. Back iron, rebound Sorensen. And the cold streak for Francis continues. Capoletti. Sorensen back to Raridan.
Yeah, that was a foul. Gunter a little late and a little too hard of a hedge. Bumps into Raridan. Yeah, this is just a foul. Hip check.
Yeah, got him a little bit. Raridan doing his part, selling it a little bit, leaning into it. As we see Jay Spencer come back in for Gunter. We'll see if Spencer can overcome and guard Sorensen down low. Raridan, fadeaway floater with the left, rebound Eichelberger. Eichelberger to Francis. Francis driving in. And Spencer's eyes got real wide on that one. He saw no defenders between him and the rim, but the whistle on the pass. Quam inbounds it to Eichelberger as the outlet. Eichelberger almost loses the handle. Back out to Quam. Inside Spencer, battling with Sorensen. And Spencer rises up, can't finish the floater. Follow from Francis, no good. Rebound Sorensen. And here come the Cardinals. Raridan thought about a 3. Now Sorensen will take one. No good. Rebound Ricky Samuelson.
Yeah, Sorensen can make those, but a good job of Spencer using his long arms to affect the shot.
Francis gets a wide open look off the glass, and we'll see if that can get him going a little bit. Oftentimes, you just need to see 1 or 2 go through.
I mean, with this Wheaton team, there's no really lead that's safe. They can really go off at any time. It's like a ticking time bomb. So if you're North Central here, you want to continue to have possessions just like that one. A good set that leads to a layup is a really good momentum killer.
Quam guarded by Meredith. Gets it to Spencer in the corner. Francis drives left, kicks it out. Eichelberger all alone, corner three. And that will be a foul on Jay Spencer.
That's his fourth.
And yeah, I think just a little bit of push in the back of Sorensen, and Spencer is going to take a long, or should probably take a long break on the bench.
Freshman Cade Alioth into the game.
Yeah, Alioth, we saw him briefly on Wednesday in that game against Carthage. That was the first time we'd seen him since real early on in the season, and right away making his presence felt, knocking that one out of bounds. We'll see if Alioth is able to slow down either Capoletti or Sorensen if he gets switched on to Sorensen. Alioth fights to a couple screens and inbound to Capoletti. Sorensen trying to go to work on the baseline. Spencer Peterson right there with him. And Sorensen loses the handle. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Wide open look. Capoletti can't get it to go at the buzzer. And there will be a foul against Raritan on the rebound. The Thunder ball. That's Raritan's second.
Good job of Raritan there. Some replay. Finding the open Capoletti. But then got fouls Peters on the rebound.
The Thunder trail by 16. Quam on the left wing. Alioth. Francis. Step back three. Off the front of the rim. Peters can't save it. As he moves towards the Thunder bench, it will be Cardinal ball.
Wheaton, I mean, the numbers tell it all. He's shooting 29% from the field and 11% from the three-point line, 2 of 17. They average around 10 threes a game, so they're well below their average percentage-wise and in terms of makes.
Chang swings it around to Pollock. Koth. Capoletti trying to drive in on Alioth. Capoletti gets stripped, somehow gets it back, can't finish, rebound Quam. Quam trying to push the tempo a little bit. And Quam's going to get called for the double dribble.
Quam a little out of control here.
Not sure that was a double dribble. I thought initially they were going to call an over and back, but Quam wasn't even to half court yet when he dropped that one back. I think just out of control, gave the look of a double dribble more so. Chang, wide open look at a three. Quam lost his footing. Chang connects.
Chang, leading scorer tonight for North Central. He has 13 on 3 three-pointers.
Quam trying to respond, and that one halfway down and out.
That was a good illustration of just how his game's gone. Chang's 3 splashes through the net and Quam's in and out.
The rim out bug biting the Thunder hard in this one. Chang going to work on Quam once again. Drives in, and Samuelson getting his hand in the passing lane, saving it, but a little late getting it back in bounds. It will stay Cardinal ball. Just 6 seconds on the shot clock. Into the game comes Eichelberger. Into Sorensen. Capoletti. Pollock with a fadeaway. Front iron rebound Samuelson. Now Francis trying to go coast to coast. Up and through, can't get it to go, but he does draw a foul. So Aston Francis to go to the line to shoot a couple.
And even those are the ones we have seen him make. Just not falling so far. Still 12 minutes, so there's still plenty of time, but down 19. It has to happen sooner rather than later.
Francis knocks down his first as we see Raritan re-enter the game.
A score for you. Illinois Wesleyan is demolishing Carthage tonight. 65-35. So it looks like Illinois Wesleyan will distance themselves a little bit from the pack with a big win. They have one more game against North Central next Wednesday.
Now if North Central holds on to this one here in King Arena and Augustana doesn't win out, and that game between North Central and Illinois Wesleyan could be to see if Illinois Wesleyan really will host the tournament. A foul in transition as Francis gets knocked off the body by Koth right there.
Wheaton in the bonus, so 1-1 the rest of the way for Thunder.
And that's a good sign for the Thunder, at least. While they're not shooting very well, they are still able to get to the free throw line, and they're shooting the rest of the night. First from Francis is good. And there's the second as well. Coach Schauer will take a timeout. 11:42 to play in regulation. Thunder trailing the North Central Cardinals by 16. And this is really not what we expected out of this game, Caleb.
No, absolutely not. And to North Central's credit, I don't think it was given enough credit. They played great defense. They've really forced difficult shots. They haven't allowed any big runs. Anytime Wheaton looks like they're about to maybe go on a run, they counter with a great offensive set. So yeah, at the end of the day, North Central's putting the ball in the basket offensively, and Wheaton just isn't. I don't think there's any big stat other than that to really look at. Both teams are playing hard. It's not an effort thing. It's more of just getting the ball in the hoop, just making the shots you're able to get. And at the end of the day, I know I've said this a lot, but basketball's all about just getting the ball in the basket at the end of the day.
It's a simple game. Thunder just unable to convert a whole lot tonight. Bit of a cold streak. We haven't seen them heat up like we, at this point in the season, expect them to be able to do on a nightly basis. The rebound gets out to Francis. Koth providing some pressure from behind. Now Francis going up and gets it to go off balance. And now a little bit more life here in King Arena after that one.
You just see it string together, basket stop, and all of a sudden, it's a single-digit game. Travel.
And there's another stop. Raritan can't keep his pivot foot.
Raritan's fourth turnover of the game.
And nobody else on the Cardinals has more than one. Peters taking the ball up the court. Pollock picking him up hesitantly around half court. Now here's Francis going to the rim and can't get it to go, but does draw yet another foul. Aston Francis going to the line to shoot two more. And the Thunder on a 5-point run, all from Aston Francis.
Yeah, Francis has been getting the line. This is, at halftime he had 0 free throw attempts, and now this will be his 7th and 8th free throw attempts. The good way to come back is to attack, to be in that attack mentality, to get to the line and score points while the clock is stopped.
And Aston Francis has scored all of the Thunder points this half. If you want to find somebody else who has scored, you have to go back to 3 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in half number one when Luke Peters made a layup. That was back when this was just a 1-point game. Francis has since scored 12 straight for Wheaton. Thunder faithful coming alive down the far end of the court as Meredith looks for somewhere to go. There's a foul away from the ball. And that's going to go against Spencer Peterson, and he is unhappy with that one.
Peterson's third foul.
Trevor Gunter will re-enter the game. The Thunder Bigs in a bit of foul trouble. You have Peterson with 3, Jay Spencer with 4. Gunter's got 2, and he's the safest one right now. A steal from Francis. Here he comes. And Eichelberger with the follow. How about it? Wow. I think Aston was trying to dunk that. I really do. And then Eichelberger staying with it. How about it? Thunder within 10.
And that's one way to get the momentum back in your favor. Francis went up with 2 and just laid it off the rim. Eichelberger cleans it up. And all of a sudden it's a 10-point game. And King Arena's alive again, which is a huge factor going down the stretch.
And how many times are we going to say it tonight, Caleb? It's a game of runs. So far in that category, until now, North Central had been dominating. They had an 11-point run. They had a 13-point run. And the Thunder, best they were able to do was 9 midway through the first half when they did have a 4-point lead. But since then, ice cold. And the Thunder, 9 straight here, 7 of them from Aston Francis.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this team goes as Aston Francis goes. And any kind of big run that Wheaton Thunder have, he's a big part of it. A good steal here. See the replay again.
Aston really wanted to dunk that basketball. He was going for it. And you know what? I think we may have had to just call the game if he was able to put that home. I don't think anybody would have been able to contain themselves, myself included.
Now the important thing is on the defensive end to continue to be solid. Where you get high energy, you're flying around, but you just need to get stops and you need to keep scoring. It's just that's it.
Capoletti on the right wing gets it to Raridan. Meredith working inside, looking for Sorensen. Guarded by Gunter. Francis there for help. Sorensen working in. Looks baseline, goes up, can't get it to go. There's a whistle. And that's going to go against Gunter. That'll be his third.
Yeah, Trevor did such a good job, but then he jumped there. There's no reason to jump. It got him out of position. And the ref called a foul. It was good defense for the most part. Just that little jump got him out of position and allowed Sorensen to go up and draw the contact.
And the first one from Sorensen, no good. And how about the energy that has been infused as a part of this Thunder run? Sorensen finally able to stem the bleeding there, but it really does feel like the momentum pendulum is swinging back Wheaton's way, and they definitely have a little bit more life than they did a few minutes ago. Francis kicks it out to Peters. Peters to Eichelberger. Eichelberger drives baseline, rises up, can't finish. I think Sorensen got a piece of that one. Raridan directing traffic from up high. Guarded by Peters. Looking inside for Sorensen. Gunter on him. Eichelberger thinking about helping. Sorensen can't get it to go. Eichelberger yanks down the rebound. That's another foul. Who's that going to go against? It's Sorensen. And that's a huge foul. Number 4 on Alex Sorensen. And it sends Eichelberger to the line to shoot a couple.
Yeah, that's a big difference because either it's a travel if they didn't call a foul, or it's 2 1-and-1 for Eichelberger, and Sorensen gets his 4th foul.
And it looks like the Cardinals are going to go with a little bit of a small ball lineup here. Chang, Raridan, Capoletti, Meredith, and Koth. That makes Raridan at 6'6", the biggest man on the floor. And the Thunder are going to try to match, bringing Quam in for Gunter.
Yeah, this is both teams going with their relatively smaller lineups.
And if you ask me, I think this favors the Thunder. They're more of a run and gun team as Eichelberger can't get the first to go. Chang up high, swings it around to Capoletti. Capoletti gets into the lane, kicks it out. 10 on the shot clock for Meredith. Raritan, guarded by Peters. Raritan drives baseline, rises up, airmails that one. Shot clock violation. It'll be Thunder ball.
Solid defense there for Wheaton. Good job across the board, good rotations, good communication. Whenever you can get a shot clock violation on the other team, you know you played a good defense possession.
And most of all, good job not fouling down the stretch. Thunder bailed out the Cardinals on offense a few times by fouling late in the shot clock. Francis tries to drive to the rim, gets blocked from behind. It will stay with the Thunder, however. And this is interesting. I think this is the first time all season that we've seen Aston completely ignore his range game and just try to get to the rim. And he's doing so at will. Samuelson can't finish. Rebound ends up with Raritan.
Yeah, it's another one where I thought they could have called a foul. Samuelson struggling on his senior night, just 2 of 7.
Koth trying to work into the lane, forced to kick it out to Capoletti. Mismatch as Raritan's going to work on Francis down low. Great help defense by Eichelberger as Raritan spun right into his body and he was straight up.
That's textbook right there.
Now Francis gets it to Eichelberger.
That's a block.
And there's a block against Blaze Meredith. The freshman can't believe that one.
That's a good call. I believe you see on the replay.
Yeah, sliding that left foot, still shuffling. You're right, that's the right call. So Eichelberger back to the line. He will shoot 2 as the Thunder are in the double bonus and will be there for the last 7:52 of this one.
That's 4 on Meredith as well. So Meredith will come out of the game. The freshman.
They're going to bring Pollock back in, but Pollock's also got 4. So 3 different players on the Cardinals with 4 fouls. Meredith, Sorensen, and Pollock all could be having a short exit or an early exit from this game if the Thunder choose to attack. Eichelberger goes 1 of 2. As the deficit is back to 10.
It's so tough to miss free throws when you're trying to come back. Just every time you miss one, it feels like it's worth double.
Samuelson got his hand in that one. Pollock able to track it down. Capoletti. Capoletti goes to the rim. Eichelberger, I think, that was Francis coming over to affect that shot. Now Francis working on Koth. Kicks it out. Quam wide open corner 3. Bang! And the Thunder inside 10 points for the first time in this second half.
I love to see Zach Quam making plays, especially on his senior night. He's given so much to this program. And I love the trust of Aston Francis in that situation to pass it out to Quam. Quam with 6 points off of 2 threes.
And coming at a huge moment. Okay, we've talked all night about how this Thunder team can get hot and how no lead is safe when Wheaton is involved. And they're showing it. They were down 15. They're still, honestly, not even shooting that well. Wheaton only shooting 30%, but somehow still just grinding and fighting to stay in this game.
Yeah, at the 12:55 mark of the second half, it was 52-33. And in that span, North Central's only scored a point, and Wheaton has scored 13. So, besides one free throw, it's been a 13-0 run.
And who else but Aston Francis scoring the first 7 points of that run, and then I want to say assisting on the rest of them, other than obviously the Eichelberger free throw.
Yeah, and if you count the fast break layup dunk.
Oh, I absolutely count that. Aston threw that off the glass. That was on purpose. Anybody who tries to tell me otherwise is a hater.
This is fun, Nate. This is fun.
Well, hopefully everybody at home is enjoying it as much as we are. This is going to be most likely our last game together as broadcast partners, and man, has it been a blast. We've had all this season together, but both of us separately have been broadcasting for Wheaton for the past 3 and 4 years, and it's pretty crazy that's coming to an end here.
I know, it's crazy. It's our senior night in a sense too. A lot of good memories in this gym, and hopefully for the Wheaton, they'll make one more great one tonight.
Raritan knocks down the first free throw.
Raritan with a double-double. He has 11 points and 10 rebounds, and also 5 assists.
Make it 12 points. As Raritan quiets the Thunder crowd a little bit. I'd say momentum still favoring Wheaton at this point, though, as Quam looking for somewhere to go with it. Throws it behind Samuelson. Samuelson takes a tumble. Luke Peters rises up, but a great finish by Capoletti in the fast break to extend this Cardinal lead back to 11. Samuelson finds Quam. Now Francis, pull up 3. Back iron, rebound, Pollock.
Francis has hit every part of the rim. I feel like on his 3-point attempts, just making one of 11 tonight.
And good spin and left-handed finish by Koth.
All of a sudden, it's a 13-point lead for the Cardinals.
And Chang got Francis in the face with that offhand. I feel like that's happened a couple times, but this is the first time that it's been whistled. I can think of at least 2 other times where that happened without a whistle.
Chang doesn't like the call.
No, but I mean, I can't even imagine what he could be arguing about. It's pretty clear that he got Francis in the forehead. Still having a conversation with the ref. As Francis knocks down the first of his free throws. And Francis goes 2 of 2. 9 of 10 from the free throw line for Aston Francis tonight, making up half of his 18 points. Pollock just kicks it out to Koth. Koth working in on Francis, spins, can't get the lefty finish to go this time. Last touch off the Cardinals, and it will be Thunder ball. Raritan very unhappy with that call. Player Raritan, not Coach Raritan, for clarity. Peters gets it to Francis in the corner. Chang, hand in his face, deep 3. Rebound Pollock.
Yeah, Francis is 1 of 12 from 3. You know, if you make 3 more, you know, all of a sudden this is a 2-point game.
And even that is under Aston Francis' 3-point percentage on the season. Chang, long 2 as he steps into that one and gets it to go. Back to 13. Francis pushing the pace, step back mid-range, and that one's good. We could be in for a treat these final 5 minutes if Chang and Francis are just going to go at each other the rest of the night. And overpass to Raritan, and Peters gets called for the push. Just an unnecessary foul.
That's just unfortunate. I mean, you're going after the ball. You bump into him. Granted, it is, you know, right in the rule book, it's a foul, but it's one of those where you're like, just kind of more of an unfortunate foul than any kind of bad play.
Yeah, so Pollock will have a 1-and-1. 90% free throw shooter in Pollock, just 28 of 31 now on the season. A relatively small sample size, but not going to miss many of these. And he goes 2-2 there. Francis working against a double team, kicks it out to Eichelberger. Eichelberger drives in.
Oh!
And that's going to be an offensive foul. Coach Schauer is livid right now.
He literally didn't hit him. Raridan flopped. He literally didn't hit him.
We'll get another look at it here. You can hear King Arena erupting. Oh my, yeah, that's a bad flop.
Well, it's a good flop in one sense, but it's a bad flop in the sense of...
I'm a big anti-flop guy, so all flops are bad flops, if you ask me. Chang on the right wing. Drives in. And there's going to be a travel.
That's one of those, I think it just looked awkward. He didn't really know what to call. But it was either like a carry, a double dribble, or one of those things.
Travel obviously being the easiest one of those. Peters gets it to Samuelson. Koth right in his pocket. And there's going to be a foul against Koth. And that's his third of the night. I'll send Samuelson to the line to shoot 2. And first one is good. And the second one rims out from Samuelson. That's not something that you expect to see very often at all. Chang thought about a deep 3, instead gets it to Raridan. Peters on defense. Raridan looking for an isolation. Had a good look at a step through, but dishes it out to Chang, and Chang stays hot.
Chang with 17 on 7 of 9 shooting. Ultra efficient tonight.
And Chang almost tripling his season average as another 3 from Francis just goes off the rim and out.
Wheaton just 3 of 22 from 3 tonight. They average around 85 points. They only have 51.
And here's Chang for 3, and that man is feeling it. Aiden Chang has been hot all night. He keeps it going there. Francis now double team, swings it across. Samuelson, good look at a 3. That one off the rim. Spencer can't pull down the rebound, but last touch was the Cardinals, so the Thunder will have the ball with the fresh 30. Inbound to Spencer. Gets it to Peters. Samuelson gets a good look at a 3. Got tipped. Quam comes out with the rebound somehow. And we'll see who the foul's against. That's going to go on Pollock, and he's done for the night. So that's Pollock's 5th. He'll foul out, and it looks like it'll be Blaze Meredith who's coming off the bench. No, here comes Sorensen, another player with 4 fouls. Will enter the game for Pollock.
Yeah, Wheaton, they came back. They got to within, what was it, 9?
They got within 7 after that 9-point run, or I guess the 15-1 run.
It looks like they had all the momentum with the Eichelberger flush, but to North Central's credit, they just turned the tide again, and now have gotten it back up to 17, now 16. The largest lead of the night being 19.
And Caleb, it's looking more and more like the Thunder will lose the opportunity that they were fighting for to host the CCIW tournament, which means this is our last broadcast together here in King Arena. Kind of sad.
It is. And also now North Central and Wheaton will be tied in the CCIW and...
Yeah, and North Central has the head-to-head against them. So the Thunder now are going to turn into Illinois Wesleyan fans on Tuesday night when these two teams face off, hoping that Illinois Wesleyan locks down the host and that the Thunder can beat Carroll up in Wisconsin as Spencer pulls up for a straightaway three that doesn't go.
In terms of the CCIW tournament, I really think all four teams are on such a similar playing field. I don't know how much you'd rather be the 3 versus the 4, because at the end of the day, you'll have to beat them anyways.
I think the only thing that's going to make a difference is whether you have to directly deal with home court advantage in the first round, or if you can stave that off to the championship game. As Peters is going to get called for the foul on this one. It looked like he had a clean strip. Or no, that was Eichelberger who reached in on the strip. So a handful of subs. Blaze Meredith re-enters the game. And Sorensen will get a breather.
Senior Mark Champion back in the game, so...
All three seniors out on the court now.
Yeah,
and I'm assuming that's where they'll stay for the conclusion of this one. Coach Schauer giving his seniors a chance to be out on their home court one more time. Raritan goes 1 of 2. Quam the ball handler. Looking for somewhere to go. Kicked out to Champion. Champion pulls up for a 3. That one a little strong. Rebound Eichelberger. Saves it in bounds, but ends up in the hands of Koff.
And with a minute left, this game's all but over.
And I'm double checking this right now, but it will be the least amount of points the Thunder have scored all season. The other being that opening win against Baldwin Wallace in the Leaf Fund Classic, where they scored 68. And the North Central players getting into it a little bit with the Thunder student section as this game continues to go.
And they no longer have to shoot the ball.
Yeah, shot clock's off. They're most likely going to let Raritan dribble this one out. And a big old smile plastered on Raritan's face as he crossed over half court.
Wheaton shoots under 30% from the field. Just 3 of 26.
Ooh, that's brutal.
From the 3-point line. And this game is over.
And Coach Schauer with some words for the referees as they leave the court. That's not something that you usually see, although I think he is well within his rights of doing so. Thunder seeming like they got the short end of the stick a few times tonight.
Yeah, and just going over the stats, Aston Francis finishes with 20 points, but on 5 of 24 shooting. Kobe Eichelberger with 10 points, 9 rebounds. Ricky Samuelson, 7 points, 5 rebounds. For North Central, Aiden Chang with 20 points. Capoletti with 16 points, 6 rebounds. Raritan with 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. And also, Koth with 6 points. Meredith with 5, Pollock with 2. And we'll go down the court for the halftime.
Thanks, Caleb. I'm down here with Thunder head coach Mike Schauer. Coach, obviously not the result you wanted on senior night, but now you have a chance to turn your sights to the CCIW tournament. Well, first Carroll on Tuesday, then the tournament.
You may be surprised by this. I'm actually pretty proud of our team. We were atrocious and fought the whole time. Just stuff we normally make, we couldn't. We got kind of a little out of character. sometimes senior night can be tough because it feels like it got a little bigger than maybe it should have been in terms of the opponent and what it meant and senior night. And so I thought we didn't handle that very well, but I thought we really competed, and we've still got a lot to play for. So I'm excited for this group. We just got to regroup. The one thing all year, when we found ourselves in these situations, we've responded pretty well. I'll be surprised if we don't on Tuesday.
Okay, so Coach, what do you need to do to make that response on Tuesday as you go up to face off with Carroll?
Yeah, I mean, when we struggle, we just don't move the basketball. Aston Francis is phenomenal, but at times we become so Aston-centric so that the ball never moves, and we've struggled with that with North Central. We've just got to get more ball movement, and he's got to trust us and me a little bit to know we know we've got to get him shots. I just didn't think we had great ball movement tonight against a very good defensive team.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time, just not only tonight, but also all season. Appreciate it. There you have it, your final score. The North Central Cardinals able to knock off the Thunder and spoil senior night. Thank you for joining us on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network for the last time. I'm Nate Stein for Caleb Springer. Have a good night.